going on, guys? Total Drama here. Today, bringing you another video. The hype is real because this is going to be the first actual video that you guys see for Total Drama Day on July 8th. If you haven't guessed by now, it's not Total Drama Day when I'm recording this video. It's actually like June 11th when I'm recording this. I'm making all of my videos in advance. That way, I can have them all scheduled and they can go up throughout the day on Total Drama Day, which is why you guys just watched the Total Drama Planner video, which said everything about today and what's going to be going down on my channel. Let's get right into this video, which is the top 10 best Total Drama Island characters. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I want to throw a little disclaimer in before I start the countdown. The explanations for all of the placements are going to be very short because I have a lot of videos going up today and I want to speed along through this, so I hope you guys understand and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alrighty guys, so coming in at number 10, I have Bridget, and I think that Bridget was a very good character, especially in Total Drama Island. Honestly, I think Island was her best season, and I know a lot of people will probably agree with me just because it's the best that she's placed, and she had a lot of screen time, and she had really great development for her first season, and I think it was just overall her best season. Bridget had a lot of fantastic storylines in Island, including ones with Gwen and Geoff, and ultimately that's why she is such an iconic character, and that's really all I have to say about Bridget, and that's why Bridget is at number 10. Alrighty guys, so coming in at number 9, I have LESHAWNA, and LESHAWNA is a very good female character in my opinion. She's not one of my favorites, but she's also not one of my least favorites. She's pretty high up there on my list, and I think she is a phenomenal character, and I think she did great in Total Drama Island. I mean, it's evident with her best placement, and she had a lot of phenomenal storylines. Her rivalry with Heather was iconic, and it could have went to the finale. The writers just decided against it. But ultimately, I think that LESHAWNA was an iconic character. She did so much. Her and Harold were absolutely amazing. I loved that storyline. It was a really cool twist to Harold's elimination, and it gave Harold such an amazing send-off in Island. And if it wasn't for LESHAWNA, I don't know how that send-off would have looked. And LESHAWNA's elimination may have been a little sketchy, and it was kind of a robbery, but her placement was ultimately a really good placement, and I loved LESHAWNA in Total Drama Island. She had some iconic lines, and especially in like the hide-and-seek challenge, whenever she was the only one to win immunity, she definitely solidified herself in this season as an amazing contestant and an amazing competitor, and that's why LESHAWNA is at number 9. Alrighty guys, so coming in at number 8, I have Trent, and Trent is without a doubt one of my favorite males from Total Drama Island, but after that, he kind of went off the rails, and he didn't end up being like this great character like everyone thought he was going to end up being like throughout the season, have a potential win, stuff like that, which is what Season 6 is for, but enough of that, we're talking about Total Drama Island, and I thought that Trent was amazing in Island. You know, he started off this season as the only really normal person, like he didn't really have a stereotype, he was just kind of a guy, you know, he just played the guitar and that's really all he did. And I love that because that made him really relatable to a lot of people, and Trent had some really cool storylines. I loved Trent and Gwen together, and I know there's some people out there like me who really want it back, especially in the new season, but Gwen was amazing. It was really the first couple in Island to be solidified next to maybe like Tyler and Lindsay, and Geoff and Bridget kind of took some time, but it was hinted at towards the start. But Gwen and Trent had a lot of development right from the get-go, and they started their storyline very early on, and it carried over to action. Sure, it ended in action, but it can always pick up in maybe the new season. But back to Island, he did great. He was a competition beast, and he was absolutely hilarious. Such an amazing character. I think the way that they wrote him off was kind of dirty, but other than that, I think Trent did amazing in Island, and that's why Trent is at number 8. Alrighty guys, so coming in at number 7, I have DJ, and DJ is such an underrated character. I feel like he's one of the more overlooked characters, especially in the later seasons, and even kind of in Island. DJ was a competition beast, such a powerhouse. He made it 8th, I believe was his placement. He was eliminated right after Lindsay and right before Izzy, I believe. But DJ was amazing. His elimination was such a shocker. And I've said it a bunch of times on Skype and on my live streams. I think that his elimination was one of the saddest in Island, and DJ has such a great character. I loved his storylines with Bunny and Geoff. His friendship with Geoff was iconic. I still, to this day, think that DJ should have been partnered with Geoff in the Redunculous race, and DJ could have gotten a win with Geoff. I think that would have been amazing. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about a DJ and Geoff win in Redunculous race instead of DJ and Brody. Don't get me wrong, I love Brody, but I think it would have been really cool for DJ to get a win. I don't really know if DJ will ever make it to the finale spot. That's always what Season 6 is for, because there's so much that could go down in Season 6, and DJ is a character that deserves it just because of like what he's done in Island and other seasons, because in Island, he was iconic, just like I've said about like every other character that they're iconic, which is true. Most of the cast, minus Beth, is iconic, but DJ specifically was an amazing character. Like I said, he had some great storylines. I really loved the Bunny one, especially like in Play A Day Losers, whenever Bunny gets cooked and then like bounces out of the thing, and just, I don't know, DJ is a character that is almost like a universal man. You really can do a lot of stuff with his character and he not be ruined, and I think that they tried a lot of whack stuff with DJ and Island, and it ended up working. I loved that he was a lovable jock, but he was still, in fact, a jock. You know, he was a powerhouse, but he could be a lovable goof at times, and I think that's just a perfect character, and that's why DJ is at number 7. Alrighty, guys, so coming in at number 6, I have Courtney, and oh my gosh, is she one of my favorite female characters, especially in Island. I think Courtney was an amazing character. Her storylines with, like, everyone were great. You know, she had the friendship with a lot of people. I mean, let's be real, Courtney is an absolute icon. She had random storylines with, like, Sadie, of all people. Like, Sadie was the most irrelevant person in Island, and Courtney made her relevant for an episode. Like, Courtney is a phenomenal character. She may have gotten a little ruined in All-Stars, but at the end of the day, I think Courtney can come back, and I think that she can redeem herself because of seasons like Island, where she was an absolute beast. I mean, Dunkley is iconic. I have said iconic a million times in this video. I really don't care, because it's true. Like, everything in Island was iconic, including Duncan and Courtney, and including Courtney as a character. She was absolutely amazing. She did so many things in Island, I don't even think I have to explain them because everybody knows. But yeah, guys, Courtney the Icon is at number 6. Alright, guys, so coming in at number 5, I have kind of an unpopular opinion, but it's Geoff. I really loved Geoff's character in Island. I thought that he was an absolute beast. He was hilarious, such an icon. The guy's alliance was phenomenal. I loved that alliance. It was so cool, so great. It was so unexpected, but expected at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense, but Geoff was hilarious. His elimination at 6th was a shocker, but it was also predictable. I don't know, the way that they wrote him off was just weird. I thought that it was weird that he was voted off. For popularity contest, you'd think Owen would have been the boot. I don't really know, but nonetheless, Geoff was an absolute icon in Total Drama Island. Gidget is hilarious and a phenomenal ship. It's one of the only ships that's still remaining from Season 1. Actually, I think it's the only ship that is still remaining, the only couple that is still canon from Season 1. But yeah, Geoff, an absolute icon, and that's why he is at number 5. Alright guys, so coming in at number 4, I have Heather, and you had to have expected Heather on this list at some point, because Heather was an absolute queen in Island. I mean, let's be real, she was pretty good. Heather was the main antagonist of Island, obviously, and she was, like, the only mean character, except for maybe Eva, but, like, Eva was out in 3 episodes, so she came back, gone that episode, you know, but, like, Heather was a beast. She was the only one that was actually really playing with any strategy, and I loved that. It was obvious that she was going to go far, which really isn't that big of a deal, but she was a pretty smart character. I mean, yeah, she may have been, like, a rude person, like, a very rude person, but at the end of the day, it's a cartoon. She was a great character, and that's why Heather is at number 4. Alrighty guys, so coming in at number 3, I have Gwen, and Gwen is an absolute icon. I mean, let's be real guys, Gwen was probably the best female from the Total Drama Island cast, for Total Drama Island specifically. That's why I have her as, spoiler alert, the last female on this list. But no, for real guys, Gwen is an icon. I really love her character a lot, and I think that she's definitely a character that I could see being a double winner, potentially an official winner. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. But Gwen's storyline with Trent, Heather, LeShawna, all the other characters, it was absolutely phenomenal. She is an amazing, amazing cast member. What a phenomenal addition to Total Drama Island she was, and that's why Gwen is at number 3. Alrighty guys, so coming in at number 2, I have Duncan, and I think that Duncan was, without a doubt, one of the best characters in Total Drama Island, and what I love about the real Final Four of Total Drama Island is that it was very unpredictable, because you had all of these iconic characters. You had Owen, Duncan, Gwen, and Heather, and you didn't really know how the elimination order was going to go. Duncan ended up getting 4th. I thought that was a shocker. I know a lot of people wanted him to win, and a lot of people really expected him to win, and for him to get 4th and to be robbed by Chef, it was absolutely nuts. But all that besides, Duncan is a phenomenal, phenomenal character. He really was an amazing addition to Total Drama Island. absolutely phenomenal character. Duncan had some amazing storylines. The Guys Alliance was incredible. I really loved it. And Duncan just did so much throughout the season that I thought was iconic, and that's why Duncan, I thought personally, was one of the best characters in Total Drama Island, and that's why Duncan is at number 2. Before I reveal my number 1 pick, I want to throw an honorable mention out here, and this is my boy, Noah. Obviously, I can't put Noah on this list because it'd be too predictable, so I figured I'd give him an honorable mention, and plus, he wasn't the best in Island. But no, for real, guys, Noah is an absolute icon. I didn't want to put him on the list like an actual placement, just because I thought that there were characters who did, obviously, a lot better than him, especially in Island. But ultimately, I think that he's a great character. I had to include him somewhere, so I figured I may as well give him an honorable mention. But yeah, guys, Noah as an honorable mention. Alrighty, guys, so coming in at number 1, you had to have predicted this, but it's Owen. Owen was the staple for Total Drama Island, and he has become the staple for Total Drama as a whole. Owen is the Total Drama all-star. He's a phenomenal character, absolutely iconic, and Owen is ultimately the best character from Total Drama Island, in my opinion anyways. I think he definitely deserved the win. He deserves all the screen time that he got. I know a lot of people think he's overrated. I completely disagree. Owen is an absolute beast, hilarious icon. He can make fart jokes funny, and that's really hard to do, especially for older people, you know, people who are like 16 and up, because you're kind of more mature. Those jokes don't really fly with you anymore, but I still love the jokes. I think that he's an absolute icon. Definitely deserved the win in Island, and that's why Owen is at number 1. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be it for this video today. I have a lot more stuff planned for you guys today, as you know from the planner video that just went up. The next video going up is my top 10 Total Drama action characters, so be sure to check that out. That will be up at 2 a.m. Central Time, so I hope you guys enjoy that. And yeah, with all that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just like the video if you did enjoy, comment down below what you think about this. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and like I just said, make sure to check out the top 10 Total Drama action characters, which will be coming out at 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic day, week, and life. Thank you so much for watching this video. Peace out. We'll be right back.